changes, so it might sound a bit different, but hopefully it will be fine. So we're back at the Saddlebag again, and well, I guess in general there isn't that much left to do than like detailing. So we have been doing shaping. I can see a few areas where I haven't done that yet, so we will continue with that. And then we have some details such as stitches and well, logos and a few other smaller things that we need to fix. But other than that, it's getting there, I would say. Hello there, Billabong and Avarax. What a cracky-lacking boss person. How are you guys doing? It's been raining here the entire day. Actually, the first time it's been raining for a long, long time. So, while I'm sad that there was no sun, I'm also happy that maybe we will avoid some forest fires because of this now. So, it's gonna rain tomorrow as well. There's been some thunder earlier, but now it's sunny again, so... Hello there, Mr. Kramer! You good, Avarax? You good? How is the therapy coming along for you? You still going strong? Hello, Veneno! We need more rain. Well, I think we need more rain here as well, but I also prefer it to be a bit of sun. It can rain during the night. That would be nice. Becomes a little bit cool and chilly. Denmark is super dry. Hopefully you guys will get some rain then soon. That's going well for you, Avarax? Well, that is good to hear. I think it's time to just copy this one and add it here. Oh, the therapist is making you do muscle relaxation exercises, which are interesting to say the least. Okay. Do you think it's helping? Like, the concept of it? Like, do you feel more relaxed? I guess it's supposed to take the stress away from the body. Hello there, chickens are. How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you, though. Hello there, Bronze. Hello Dinium! Long time ago. How are you doing? Chickens are, you're happy you saw your friend last week with COVID safety measures. I'm glad you guys could see each other and still keep safe distances. Hello there, Malakui. I am fine, thank you. How are you doing? Abrax, you would say so? It feels like a third eye is gonna come from all this enlightenment. Well, let me know if you get a third eye. That sounds cool, though. You good, Neum? You were super busy the last couple of weeks. I can imagine. There's always a lot of work before like big reveals, right? I'm assuming that it's a little bit more chill now though for you. Oh, we haven't swapped that one out actually to the new or the generic one we made here. Maybe we should do that. You also doing good, Malukri? Hello, Dragonfly, how are you doing? Hello there, badass Johnny. It's a lot of work there, or a lot of work here. Neum if dice reveals yet? I am not telling anything. Don't even try. Right, that's why we couldn't do that. Let's do a regular copy then. You good, Dragonfly? I'm glad to hear that. Seems like in general people are doing good today. That's nice to hear. Might be the nice summer weather as well, making it a little bit more brighter. Abrex, you feel a lot better, a whole lot better even, than in February and March. That is great. Then that means that you're doing progress. And that's not easy. When you're like maybe in a low state of mind and stuff, so it's good job, Abrax. How many Abrax, how many polys are in a gun in, let's say, Battlefield, for example? I can't really say exactly how many polys because I am not like building the weapons or not part of that team, but I don't know, in between depends on the weapon, I would say 5 to 10 maybe, depends on, actually I don't really, 5k to 10k maybe, or lower. Good question. I can maybe find out. I haven't really checked. I guess that depends on how many parts they're going to animate and other things, right? Badass Yanni, you don't have the patience to make something with this much details? It's actually not that much details though, if you look at it. It's like a box with a hole in it, with another box sticking out from that box, with a box and like a curve, and then some like circles. Like you can basically break it down into very simple shape. So it's not that much, like, it's not that much details, if you think about it. Neum, we have nice weather, you have rain. Actually, it was raining today, Neum, the entire day. The sun just came out like half an hour ago, and it's gonna rain tomorrow as well. But I assume that you might have rain like more than what we have. Hello there, Polygon, how are you doing? I saw that you posted something on Twitter, like a new mesh briefly. I didn't have time to check though. It was just before I started streaming. Dragonfly's been raining all day today. It was nice to have ambient sound. Yeah, it is definitely nice. And it's also nicer than having the sun scorching into the window. So, making it like a hot sauna in here. Billabong, you heard that they're around 20 to 30k because it's more of a hero character. I don't really know actually. Like, I've seen a lot of variation of that. I've seen like, depends on the complexity of the weapon in itself. I've seen some wireframe and it's very optimized, but it's not like they are, you know, I guess like saving on the silhouettes either. If it's rounded, like it should look round, like, right? But if it's a flat surface, it's very flat. Like there's not like extra polys there. It's like actually, you know, merged together into a corner and stuff. So it's optimized whatever it can be optimized, and in that sense, if that makes sense. But yeah, because it's up close and, you know, cover a big part of the screen, it will get more love, I would say, like as with characters compared to other environment assets. But yes, you already pointed out, Billabong, it depends on the complexity, attachments and details and stuff. So for like a base, the base, it's, I don't think they're up to 20 for just the base itself, if it's nothing, like nothing on it, basically, so. Neon, time to add more details then. Well, for this one, there's not gonna be that much more details, right? It's gonna be fairly simple. There's gonna be details, like microsurface details, I guess, for the leather, where we need it. But that's about it. Thank you for the follow! Polygon, you doing good? Nearly finished with work for this, for the year. Oh, wait, you have summer vacation, I assume, because you're a teacher. You want to do an environment over the summer and the prop was for a piece of that. Oh, cool. I can't wait to see the result of the environment when you're done. That sounds nice. I'm also thinking about that my next piece should be like an environment rather than just individual props. Which will probably mean that I'm gonna spend less time, you know, doodling around on things in Zbrush, because it's more like the whole environment then, and not just like one single rendered prop that will be in focus, so. But it's a lot of things I need to learn in order to do that, so I'm a bit like, And even there can always be more details. For sure, it can always be more details. Just gonna have to know when to stop, right? I was pretty sure that I did the other side already on this piece. Like, I already did this here, but I can't see it. That's... Or am I remembering things wrong? I guess I'm remembering things wrong then. Should probably open the previous tool as well, just to check. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I just remember wrong. Yeah, no. No, I must have dreamt it. Okay, well then, there we go. My memory is really bad, but we already knew that though. Oh man, I thought I already had done that. Okay, well. Alright. Well then gonna have to do this like similar treatment as with this one, but I guess a bit different maybe. Maybe we should do something like this, have it bulge out on this side and be a bit deflated on this side. Maybe I actually did talk about that last time. Maybe that's why I think I made some details on it, because I was talking about bulging it out. Yeah, that might have been the case. Maybe I should just like check through my old streams, like a memo for myself, like where I left off. Oblivion, did you attend art school or are you self-taught? Well, I did go, not to art school. It depends on what you mean with art school, but I took like a vocational education, like 3D generalist education at Future Games. But it's not really art school, it's more like learning tools and technical things, I guess. If I saw the trailer, Neum, or if you're trying not to trigger any post-traumatic syndromes. I did see the trailer. I was actually seeing it with a few from the chat here. We were watching the Sony reveal, actually. So, Neum here is actually working on Horizon Zero Dawn. We were old colleagues when we were working on the first one together. But we did watch it. I mean, it looks really cool. I might play it. I might. I'm still uncertain if I will though, and I'm sorry if I don't end up doing that because of the first game. But I hope that I will be able to maybe, you know, enjoy it a bit more than the first game that I never played, because I didn't work on it. So maybe it will be more fun this time. Keyboard Oreos, how has work and stuff been? For me, work has been, you know, increasingly going better with the working from home, I would say. It was not that good in the beginning of the working from home. Hard actually to miss the office and stuff, but it's actually been better and better. So now I'm like used to it, I would say. So like different routines, I guess. It takes a while to adjust to new routines and not leaving the house, I guess. But it's hard to not see your friends in real life still, I would say. Hello there, Aslan! How are you doing? A Polygon Horizon Zero Dawn 2 looks so good. Yeah, I think so as well. They have done a good job back at Guerrilla. Abrax, you bought these metal weld brushes for Zbrush, and oh my god, you are having so much fun using them. Oh, cool. I guess you got them like on Zbrush or Gumroad or something, right? Hopefully people notice it in the final piece. I think doing welds in Zbrush is like amazing, and it should hopefully show in the bakes. Depends on how big they are, I guess. Just make some pictures, zoom in on them. People will then see. Oh, it was Gumroad. Right. Yeah, I'm looking at Gumroad and Zbrush now and then to see if I find stuff. There are so many platforms you can find good resources nowadays, though. It's hard to keep track of all of them. Bilbong, you got welds all over the car you're doing? They then will better show up. Yeah, otherwise we just have to do like close-up renders of those welds, I guess. Throw it in people's face. Oh, you shared the brushes. Cool, I will have a check when I'm done. Hello there, Frosty. How are you doing? It's been a while indeed. I hope all is good with you. Billabong, you would do one render of a weld with the text below, say look at it. That honestly sounds amazing. Do it, please. Would be hilarious. Like, have a decal sticker. Look at it! Hello there, hello Andy. Sweden haven't been this humid in a long time, and you have your humidifier on. I have my humidifier humidifier. It's like my new pet, actually. It's like, it's following me around in the house. I bring it with me whenever I go, almost. Like, it moves to the living room, to the bedroom. It feels like now when I've had it for a while to test it out that I can't not have it. Any insert brushes you make should have the tagline, "Look at it in your promotional shot in Road Aslan." Oh, Billabong, good luck with the meeting. You are welcome back when you're done from the vacuum cleaner business. Aslan, I need a perfectly hydrated skin all year round. Well, I have very dry skin, so if it helps, that's good though. My cat is not stealing my water as much when the humidifier is on, so I assume that it's having some kind of like impact. He would like come every hour and just try to take my water at a point. And ever since like, I think the third day or so that I had this humidifier, he's just drinking from all of the other bowls that I have scattered around in the apartment that is like for him. So now he'll leave my cup alone. So I would say that's a win. Hello there, the Bat80. You've been lurking in the background for a little while. Okay, we have a lurker. And saw that I was working on the bag. Not sure if it's any useful, but there's some really excellent PBR leaded material that the texture... Oh, they have... Oh, texture heaven, is that what it's called? Haven. For leather. Oh, okay. Might be worth checking out. I have some from Substance Source, since I have Substance that are leather material as well, so... But might be worth checking out different things, I guess. Oh, the humidifier, Aslan, is for keeping the cat away from my cup? Yes. Of course. Can I have my water for myself? Hello there, Raz! Ow! You've been subscribed for 6 months. Well, thank you. I always get surprised when people have the... like showing their subscriptions, and I'm like, damn, has it been that long already? You're fighting it off, Aslan? 18 months. Yeah, you've been around since the beginning. Is that even gonna be a fair fight? Well, thank you both though for sticking around and, you know, supporting me. I do here? We move that one slightly, so smooth music out of nowhere, Raz? Yeah, well, it's a random game music playlist, so. Raz, welcome to Kim's streamy Saddlebag stream where the music is hot but the action is hotter. Yeah, I must say my Saddlebag bag is looking hot, right? It would be the fashion statement if a horse would be wearing this saddlebag, right? Only if my logo is on it? Should I put my logo on the front of the bag? Not sure that the square design of it actually fits that very well though. Any other refs that we might wanna look at while working? I guess we can continue using this one corner of it. I need to build a brand of mine. Make commercial on the Saddlebag. Runs gear. You wish Marmoset had a capture all camera so that I could just set up all the cameras, click the button and let it do the thing instead of having to click capture image for every single camera. That sounds like a nice feature. And it sounds like it should have something like that, but I haven't really thought about it. Hello there, Kay. Hey, Kay. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? Say hello to Kay. Hello. Hello. Have you been sleeping? No. Oh, bronze. Yeah, I like the idea like that. You can just press the button. It's probably gonna increase the waiting time, as Abrax is saying, or potentially new to computer. But you know, getting 2 hours to go and cuddle with a cat, that sounds amazing. Chickens are. It's a lion. Oh, he's a bit, you know, I guess. He's orange. He has a lot of fur. Right? You majestic? Are you majestic, Kay? He's like very proud. You're very proud kitten. He's like 9 now. He had his birthday in May actually. And he's still behaving like he's yeah, 1 year old or something. Ah, always get cat hair in my mouth. You will take the fact that Aslan doesn't write right now as a proof that it's a lion, you mean? I think he actually wrote the other day that he has some cats from his brother at his place now. So he might be competing about, I guess, being a lion in the house. Cats are too edgy for you, chickens are? Can a cat be edgy? You prefer dogs? Well, I like dogs as well, so... I guess if I have to choose, it would be a cat, at least for now, but I can imagine having like a dog a bit later, maybe in a couple of years. My parents used to have one when I was growing up, and cats, so used to having both. But for like the current lifestyle, I would say that the cat fits better, I guess. Oh, you're gonna go and have dinner, chickens are... Well, thanks for popping by and have a good dinner. Cats are more hilarious than edgy Avarax. You can always catch a cat doing some really stupid stuff. I mean, they're for sure very funny. Not sure if I can catch him like doing stupid things though. He probably thinks I'm more stupid. Probably. Spag Sunkman. If a cat knocks a cup of a table in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? If it doesn't make a sound, if no one hears it. I guess in that sense, the cat is gonna be disappointed though, if no one's there to hear it. Bronze, check Discord. What do you want me to check in Discord? Oh, you mean the cat? Your cat? Oh, cute little cat? No, it doesn't look too bad to have a cat in your lap. Avarax, cat's always jumping around doing parkour. That stuff is hilarious. Yeah, cats are for sure very agile. And my cat is always like doing weird, you know, poses when he's sleeping. It looks like he doesn't have a spine sometimes. It's just like liquid, as people use the word. Hey Kate, you back? Cat is back. okay? I think he's bored again. Always active during the evening, right? When I try to play with you during the day, you never want to. You're too lazy. What to do? He's burping. Oh my god. Did you just eat? He burped when I picked him up. Are you cute? But a little bit disgusting at the same time, right? Burpy cat, Aslan. Yeah, burpy cat. I think he must have just been eating. What am I supposed to do when you're here? What am I supposed to do? It's like I want to get a robot arm, or like a third arm, so I can pet him at the same time. I can like make a new sweater of all the fur you always dropping on my desk. It would be very economical for sure to reuse your fur, right? Getting a bit of like cat snot for free as well. Are you gonna... I don't know. No, you're not allowed to be in my raccoon tablet. No. You can be next to it. That's why I'm trying to move it. Okay, no. Now we're not interested anymore, are we? No. We're gonna sit in the corner and be mad. Alright, now he's a bit irritated. It's like, why can't I have that spot? Ah, wow. Still feels like I have so much fur in my mouth. I hope my mic settings are okay, and they are not as they usually are. I was, or well, I've been interviewed for like 2 podcasts, like one during Saturday that had a different setup, and then one yesterday that had also a different setup on my mic. So it's a bit, yeah, I didn't put it back. I forgot actually before I started, and I was like, you know, maybe it's fine, maybe, or maybe it's not, or maybe it actually is better, or it's just no difference. But seeing as no one have really complained about it, I'm going to assume here that it's probably not noticeable. Oh, it sounds the same to you? Well, that's... well, then that's fine. What I've done is that I removed the noise filter that I had before. But I guess it's not really needed because there's music in the background. Otherwise I have a loud radiator that was like, the mic is picking up sound from it. But it's only, I guess, picking up that like disturbing noise if there's no music on. Otherwise kind of music drowns it out, I guess. Which podcast were it? The podcast during Saturday was for, it's called Tesher Coed. Like a guy is interviewing people. It's not like a game related podcast at all. See if I can find a link here. So that one is not gonna be up until a month, it seems like. So it's like pre-recorded quite, long time in advance. But you definitely give the guy check, because he has some very interesting guests there. It's like so many different variations. It's like doctors talking about COVID, and then there's like Adam Scott, he's called, like a comic artist, and like, yeah, there were so many different people on the podcast list he have. So some mixed podcast. So if you're interested in like different subjects, you should check it out. The other podcast that was part of like yesterday, that's actually gonna be live tomorrow, is the game dev discussion. I had like an interview there before, but this time it's like a panel discussion. So that one will be actually up already tomorrow. So yeah, it's been hectic. It's been a lot of talking. Lots and lots and lots of talking. And I have no idea how it sounds, because I am not going to listen to my own voice. So if you guys are checking out the podcast, don't tell me if it sounded horrible. Only tell me if it sounded good. It's so weird. It feels more comfortable actually streaming and talking, but that's, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm more used to it, but like pre-recording, man, I was so nervous before those podcasts. Like more nervous than actually giving a lecture as well, and in school and stuff for other people. Maybe it's because it's like recorded or something. It's gonna be forever. I don't know. It felt like very I felt very nervous before it, at least. And it feels like I'm trying to speak more clearly as well, or like articulate in another way than when I'm streaming as well, so I don't know. Hard to explain. Abrax, yeah, you can go at your own pace with a stream, that's for sure. And it's not like someone who's asking question like almost like a marathon, like bam 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 bam. It's yeah, I guess that's maybe it. Abrax is like, you can go in your own pace, and I can also kind of decide myself what I talk about and what I don't talk about, and answer and stuff. So maybe that's it. Oh, the game dev discussion podcast was great though. Oh, the previous one I made. or was part of. You think so? I actually haven't listened and I've forgotten about it, like the subject. But I'm glad you liked it. Glad to know that I wasn't behaving like a complete idiot. Only maybe a little. Oh, by the way, Bronze, did you finish your course now, the vegetation course? Is it like done? Because you posted another thing on ArtStation, so I was a bit confused because I think you said that you were done, but it looked like the ArtStation blog that you were done now, but maybe I wasn't checking the date. Right, okay, that's why I'm getting confused, because you're still working on the environment, but the course is done. But I assume that you're still getting help from like the mentor maybe, then? Or like, are you guys talking with each other that was in the course? Ah, right. Technically you don't get more help, but the mentor volunteered to keep helping us. Right. Okay, cool. That's really kind of the mentor. Because I think you wrote in the blog that you were still... like that you got help from the mentor and stuff. So that's why I'm like, didn't you guys finish the course? Maybe I again remember stuff wrong as per usual. But then I know. That's good to know. Right, so you'll still be checking in with one another. That's good that you're helping each other still to improve and stuff. And maybe it's also keeping the motivation up, I assume. that much though. Because we already have that on the other side. The knife I made, if it was a 1K by 5 texture or something, I think it was 2 by 1. Not entirely sure. Was it 2 by 1? 2K by 1? Or was it less? Not sure actually. I think I did say that I was gonna keep it lower. And I didn't do a 4K, that's for sure. I never upload the textures for my own personal projects or 4K because it's like a little bit you know. Yeah, that's not like what you will have in the game anyway, so I always use 2K for my own stuff that I upload for my portfolio that I do here. 2 or 1K, it depends on like the size of the asset. But it might have been like a one-time, because it's like a smaller asset. I can check bronze and see what it was actually. And let you know. I think there's been a discussion regarding texture sizes before though here, and I think I did say something like that then as well, that it's better to show like a treatment for something that you would actually then see in a game than, you know, bumping the resolution like crazy. Maybe I did, Arax. It's called out every 4K texture user feels bad, man. If I wouldn't like do game art, I think I would use 4K, you know, because then you're rendering and yeah, it's different. But because I'm a game artist, then I'm like, I want it to run in a game and I want to show that I can make stuff that would be running in a game, and this is what you would expect from it when it's in the game, if everything is applied, you know, like it should be and stuff. So that's why I try to it's like the same with topology, or like how many polys you're using and stuff, right? Oh, wrong brush. You kind of want to show that you know how to build for games and not for like movies. So, which means that you probably don't want to spend like on the knife I made like 50k, because that's never gonna happen. Mr. Kramer, you have so many discussion about texture on ArtStation. If games use 4K textures for weapons though, not always, depends on the platform and stuff as well. And also like the game, so they're not always using that. And it still needs to, you know, it needs to hold up. That's why it's important to know texel density and how you can stack your map for utilizing like as much space as possible and stuff like that. Instagram is like HR looking at the best things and don't know what resolution is, and then you want to impress production people as well, but you're essentially competing with 4K texture if HR is the first one looking at your stuff many times. Well, if you then can make something as impressive as with like, you know, a 4K texture, I mean, it all comes down to like the texel density actually. So I mean, you can have a, I don't know, this pen and still make it look really nice up close, but have a, you know, 512 because it's such a small item. So, and if you then maybe stack, like this is probably not gonna have any UV space to begin with, but if you then are smart about it, you can make that and you won't really notice a difference between a 4K and a 512. And it's the same with other assets that, you know, if you're smart about the distribution in your UV and reuse and not like make every side unique, then you can still make it feel like a 4K, because the 4K is just like, you know, how much texel density do you have in there, and really large objects might need a 4K, but they still don't maybe really look like they have this high definition detail because they are so big, which means then you're gonna have to probably utilize multiple maps instead and so on. And maybe not 4K maps then, even like, you know, multiple 2K maps. So, yeah. Unreal 5, 20k textures. Unreal 5, 69k textures. Unreal 5, textures are gone. Or something, I don't know. Well, I think it's probably like you said, Miss Kramer. You can probably have a lot of discussions around it. But if I look at people's things, I would like to see how well they utilize their UV space and optimize for game use, and that they can make something look as impressive with like a 2K as they can be with a 4K. So, and if they do, the HR people wouldn't probably notice anyway. So yeah, but I do get what you mean though. You have to compete with others. But that's also different from studio to studio. I've seen that sometimes it's HR scouting for people, and sometimes it's actually production people who look at things first. So I guess there is no standard there at all either. As with many things, there is no standard whatsoever. It's like what you do as a 3D artist or weapon artist in one company will be very different from to another company. So my cat is still here, in the corner though, looking sad. So people who have work, what are you gonna do about vacation, if you have any or planning on taking any? Because it's very, very different this year compared to other years. I'm also trying to like fish a little bit for like ideas, because honestly I'm like, I have no idea what one should do. As an American, Raz, what is that? Are you telling me that you don't have any days off whatsoever? If so, I would feel very sad for you if you don't have any like days off. Mr. Kramer, you have mandatory vacation? Oh, is it mandatory? So you guess you're gonna sit and work on personal stuff? Oh, is it? Like everyone has to be on vacation in the same time? Like, can you choose not to, or is it just like, no, everyone has to? Aslan, are you going on a round trip around Sweden? Do you even have a driving license? Did I miss something? Did you take your driving license? Or is someone else gonna drive for you? No. No. Short answer, no. Christian! You have all your vacation planned for the year. Half of it was already set on second day of the year. Been taking another 2 weeks in April as a request by your company on voluntary basis. Most of it was meant for convention, which has obviously been cancelled. So what are you gonna do then if you can't go on like convention? It sounds sad. I mean, a lot of events are cancelled. Which makes it even harder to figure out something local, because it's like everything is cancelled. Dragonfly, you're moving to a different city in 2 weeks. You haven't planned anything after that yet, and you think about vacation after you settle in. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Like, to deal with the move first, and then you can think about like maybe roaming the city or something, you know. Check out what's yeah, I guess the surroundings and stuff. that's always nice if you're moving. Like everything feels a bit fresh and new, and you can go on like mini exploration or adventures. Mr. Kramer, you have a period where they want you to take at least 3 weeks. Oh, and you don't know how the laws are, if they can force us, but it might be hard to take longer period later in the year. Right, I think by law, in Sweden at least, you have to offer your employees like the opportunity to take consecutive like vacation weeks in the summer, but you can choose not to take them, I think, but that means that you're not guaranteed to have like consecutive weeks any other time of the year. Like they can say no to that, but you still should be able to take your vacation if within reason. I think it is like that. Yeah, like, so I don't think it's like by law that you have to, because I don't have to. I can choose not to take it, at least for here. Tinspin, hello! What's cooking? You mean smoke behind me? I'm cooking dry air and cat fur, I think. If anything is cooking behind me with the smoke. Christian, you're gonna try to be creative, making outfits, having photo shoots with models, and you're trying a bit of 3D composing with slapping various assets together to a scene. Been posting working pros in Discord a few days ago. Oh, cool! I will check it out. But that doesn't sound like a vacation, though. I mean, making outfits sounds like it, but photo shooting, and it almost sounds like work, though. Browns, after next week, it will be a week of windsurfing, a week of teaching sailing. Oh, you teach sailing? You know how to sail? Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't think that many people were sailing in Sweden, so I'm like, well, maybe that's not in Stockholm, or in Stockholm I guess it's not that uncommon because you have the archipelago. Miss Cream, there's also nothing to do when everyone has gone. They can only do so much before you need approval. Oh, okay. Oh, the photo shoots are your own outfits and projects, not regular production in e-commerce. Which is your regular job. Totally different. Oh, okay. As long as you feel that it's like relaxing and, you know, taking a break. I'm surprised if it was an insult, Bronze. No, it's more like, I think it's really cool that you know sailing. And in that sense, I'm surprised. Because it's like, I wish you could teach me as well, because I also want to be able to sail. It would be really cool. Then I can take my scuba diving equipments and go out wherever I want instead of going from the beach. Then again, I'm also afraid of boats, so it's probably never gonna happen. I'm never gonna take a driver license for a boat anyway. Christian, last photo shot made you into a lobster because there was so much sun, or scorching heat maybe. But it's a lot of fun and you feel really good to meet at least some people. Right, yeah, I get extra happy when I get the chance to catch up with friends outdoors somewhere for like, you know, a fika, a Swedish fika with pastries and coffee and stuff. You sail both what? A dinghies and sometimes a galleon. I don't know, is that different boats or I assume it's different boats. Hassan, how will you become Sailor Kim if I don't have if I don't go on a boat, you mean? Havarks, you can barely swim. Who are you goddamn people? Oh, the temperature said was 20 degree, Christian. But the fact that your skin was already said otherwise. Oh, in Swedish a dinghy is a jolle. Oh, that's the smaller boat, right? It's a small little thing. Almost like a rowing boat with a sail on it. Now the big question is here, for the bottom, I assume that you don't make leather like a complete piece, so it should probably be something that is wrapping around like a bottom piece that is actually going up, so it might actually look different from this. Then on the other hand, I'm like, should I care? Because it's in the bottom. So I should probably not really care. It's probably something like this that I made here, but this is also like visible, folding in. That's probably something similar here, because we can't see it because it's in the bottom. Do I care enough to make that happen, or do I not care? I don't know. Do people here in chat think I should care about that folding, or just go like with a solid box? I don't know. Should I put more work on myself? A galleon is a two-masted sailing ship. A ship? That's not a boat anymore. The one you're sailing is over 100 years old. Damn. As Mr. Kramer saying, like, no leaks, question mark, I hope? It's been rebuilt and repurposed like 2 or 3 times now. Okay. Well, I hope you don't think. Abrax, you are saying solid box in your opinion. Bronze is saying make it impressive. With that, Bronze, I assume that you want me to do something like with the folding. So then I have 2 votes. Sunship is like it's alright as it is. Okay. 2 against 1. And hello, by the way. How are you doing? Yeah, I guess it's a matter like, do I care enough? Because I'm probably gonna take pictures from angles like this, you know, and that's probably never gonna show. It's gonna be in shadow. Only time it's gonna show is if someone in the Marmoset viewer will be like, I wonder what's under here. And to that I will say there is nothing under here in that case. Oh, well, thank you, Avrax. His work is always impressive. If I make a cube, will you guys would be impressed? I can make a cube very quick in Maya. It's actually a button click. If I rig these, No, no, I don't. I guess I could, but I don't really... For a bag? Yeah, maybe for the flap you would, but then, you know, I already screwed up because it's probably better to keep the flap closed and then rig from there, maybe. I don't know, maybe straight out would have been the way to make it, and then you can choose to fold it inwards or up like this, so... Christian, if the cube button makes a sphere, you will be impressed. Maybe I can actually make a script. A script that does that. You subdivide it, Mr. Kramer, and it becomes a sphere. That's for sure. Oh, Bronze, you will only be impressed if it's in Blender. Haven't I made a cube in Blender? I like to believe I have. Oh, Abarax, you're sending out work application and not getting responses back is so deliberating. Oh, I feel you. Hang in there though. The reply will happen at some point. Sometimes it just takes time. You know, it's a lot of like, you know, timing and sometimes if you don't have that timing on your side, it's quite hard. Oh, Sanjib, you're curious because you're a fan of animation and motion. Oh, well. Yeah, I also like animation and motion and stuff. At some point I wanted to be a rigger because it looks fun, and then I realized that it's a lot of scripting as well required, and I don't really know that. And I have a hard time learning it, so yeah, no. No rigging career for me. Mr. Kramer, the cube is there when you open the scene, that is true for sure. So I only need to open Blender. Bronze will be so impressed if I do. Or maybe this is a trick for me to do it. Hello there, Masaki, how are you doing? Ew. Is that your answer for me wanting to have a rigging career? Ew. Weight painting though. I think, like, yeah, but it's fun. It's the same thing that I sometimes actually enjoy doing UV mapping, because it's like, don't really have to think that much. It's just, you know, work. You just have to do it. This is great. Skinning fun. Unfollow. I like stuff that is a little bit like like a puzzle almost. But I don't really have the... I would like to say the brain for scripting, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I just don't think I have the attention span enough to learn and memorize the stuff that I need to when it comes to learning like scripting. Because it's like learning another language, but you know, throwing in some math in there as well, which is like, ugh. Ugh. Aslan, I use nodes so I can script, but math, yeah, that thing. Those things, math and stuff. I guess I already added these thing in here actually. Like this part, but it's not showing because I haven't opened mine as much as this one. Maybe we should do that like when we're actually coming to posing later. I don't know. Wait, I have the flap here that I already actually made, so no, we're not gonna open it more. Too late, Kim, to open it more. Oh well. We don't have to do exactly the same though. Might be able to do it differently instead, so we would actually make an inside. I guess we could do that. And then cut this part. I'm just gonna quickly see if it adds anything by doing like an inside. Well, maybe it does. And then we will like clip it here, and then we'll get kind of that feeling. Might already actually be that case if you look close in the picture. It looks like there's a edge here. But Chris, you might have overdone it with the light source in the scene. But you already used an area light to simulate a larger one. I must say lighting is something that I like to get into a bit more. Because, you know, in the end, like every asset I do, if it doesn't have nice lighting, it's not gonna come out as nice, so you can't make the texture pop and stuff. But I haven't really studied any lighting or like took any courses in it. So it's like maybe something worth looking into. 192 was the number of lights? Oh, sorry, I thought you'd mistyped. 192. That is a lot of lights, indeed. Maybe a little bit overkill. Hello there, Billabong! You're back. How was your meeting? It's Christian, it's not real time, so you don't care? I guess you don't have to care then, no? A sunship, you want, if I make it to stick out on the bottom, it will add a bit of that detailing, which show the issue of adding interest. Oh, you mean like if it would actually stick out like this? I don't know. Does that look nice? I think for that, like, yeah, maybe. Let's see. Then it should be something more like this though. Like the leather is wrapping around and this is its own piece, rather than having it like this. Might actually be just, you know, easy to add that L shape extra. And then we have that detail. Oh, hello, Kay. You here again? Oh, Christian, you're just gonna find something else to do when it's during final render? Something you don't need a computer for an entire day or two. Yeah, like Mr. Kramer, I'm like, how am I supposed to survive a day without a computer? Well, if I'm in the countryside, like with my parents, and chopping wood, I guess, then I don't need it. Okay. Great. Should be thinner anyway. Hold up. Let's delete it, it's easier that way. Hmm. Let's see here. I'm like thinking about how I should approach this. Of course, you can't do those actions when it's partially hidden. So I guess that's kinda maybe the top size at least for it. I think. Probably just gonna get rid of that instead of like trying to fix that and then fix the topology instead. So we have the C modeler. Now we have that hole there. Now we can just adjust it however we see fit later. You gonna buy a web camera tomorrow, Bronze? Or you're going now to buy a web camera? think this is probably gonna be the last part I do today before closing down the stream. Maybe that's a little bit... Is that maybe too much? Maybe this is better. Just want to have a subtle movement in it and not like go too crazy. Might be better that way. Are you gonna buy the last good web camera in the country? Like, it's the only specific store which has it. Oh. And they only have one left. Oh. Then you're lucky. I assume that you pre-ordered it. Right. I think that's gonna be it for this this project this time. I am going to head over to Discord and sit in Art Talk in the Discord channel for a bit and work on the other project, the pot diorama. And before I leave, I'm gonna show you guys the current status of it. This is the current status of the pot diorama. So it's getting there for sure, like slowly but steady. So changes that happens, like, well, I guess from the last time you seen it, says like I added more colors and diversity in the pot, and like the texture of it, like not the pot, the vegetation, the branches. Updated the butterflies, retextures the stone a bit, and the bottom to make it like dark gray versus light, and then you have a little bit of like greenery. So what I'm working on currently is to finish up the texture for the pots, because this one I've never basically gotten like any treatment at all, and the edges here on the inside are the same as like the glazed materials. That's something that needs work, and the same with the like backside on this one and this one. And the rope is only like a quick texture. The same, like I started fiddling around with some grass here, but that's like, yeah, very temp until I figure something out. So it's definitely getting there. The honey is remade again. So it's like a low tri mesh instead of the high poly that was there before. So this I'm going to do some tweaks now after, like, when, yeah, the stream, because it's so heavy by now, so it's hard to stream at the same time while working on it. So that's why I'm hanging out in Art Talks, like chatting with people who wants to still have some company and do some more work. But yeah. So if I don't see you guys in the Art Talk, I will see you next week with the next stream. So I hope everyone stays safe, and thanks again for popping by and keep me company in the chat. I hope you have a amazing left of the evening, or like a great start of the day. So I will catch you guys later. Take care, and bye bye people.